Good evening and welcome to EBTV's production of East Brunswick High School Athletics. Tonight, boys basketball against the Chiefs of Piscataway. Hi, I'm Ken Saroka along with Megan O'Neill. And Megan, this is the last regular season game before we get into tournament play. And coming off a rather disappointing loss at St. Joe's, how do the Bears respond?
Definitely, I think like you said, it was a disappointing loss at St. Joe's, but I think they kind of have to put that in the past, want to come out tonight, play the best that they can, show what they can do offensively, and show that they can be consistent going into the tournament with a lot of confidence.
What went wrong there in that St. Joe's game, and what can be done to correct it here?
I think it was just a matter of inconsistency. They really struggled to score the first three quarters, weren't able to get into their offense, and I think tonight they're just going to be looking to make sure that they have that all-around balanced effort that we've seen in the past this entire season, and just make sure that they're scoring on a consistent basis instead of so many runs.
Now this is a very important game because Piscataway and East Brunswick are tied for third in the red division as we go into tonight's game. What's the keys here on both offense and defense for the Bears?
Piscataway is definitely a very physical team. They've got a lot of big players, strong. So the Bears definitely are going to try and pack it in a little bit, make sure that they're doubling down on post players. Boxing out and rebounding are going to be huge keys tonight for the Bears. And then I think offensively, just like the Bears need to focus on themselves, being strong with the ball, and just consistently scoring.
Now you were a member of the 1999 state championship team, and how do you go into it? I mean, the playoffs are coming. This is the last regular season game. How do you kind of keep toned in, keep focused for this?
I mean, certainly I think as a competitor, every time you go on the court, you have to want to win. And this is a big game for the Bears, and, you know, East Brunswick, Piscataway always has a rivalry. So I think, you know, the players are going to be up for this game either way, and you want to go into the postseason with a lot of confidence, knowing that you can beat good teams, and tonight the Bears will see if they can.
Tonight is also senior night, so we'll have the introduction of our senior cheerleaders as well as members of the senior class on the basketball squad, and we'll be back with those ceremonies right after this. And we are back. Tonight is senior night. We have a lot of seniors on both the cheerleading squad and the basketball team, so we'll be introducing them momentarily. Piscataway and East Brunswick both tied for third place in the red division, 8-5 into the division. Bears 12-8 overall. Taking care of business here at home in the Bears den, a little inconsistent on the road. But this is a home game, and we'll count on the support of the fans here for a little extra to put the Bears over the top.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
And announcing the senior cheerleaders and their parents will be Megan O'Neill.
Tonight, we will honor our senior cheerleaders and their parents for their commitment and dedication to the cheerleading program. They have provided us with many enjoyable memories over the years. They will surely be missed, and we wish them much success in their future endeavors. And your senior cheerleaders are Samantha Angeline, escorted by parents Janet and Stephen. Carly Brenning, escorted by parents Nancy and Nelson. Lindsay Katarzi, escorted by parents Sandy and Mike. Kara Kendall, escorted by parents Lori and Todd Kendall. Michelle Lanzano, escorted by parents Carmeline and Steve. Ileana Rosado, escorted by parents Yvette and James. Christopher Santiago, escorted by parents Nancy and Angel. Melinda Toto, escorted by parents Yolanda and Tony. Alyssa Tucci, escorted by parents Eileen and Morrow. Madeline Winchell, escorted by parents Sharon and Jeff. Katie Wolverton, escorted by parents Christine and Tom. And that will do it for our senior cheerleaders. Congratulations to all of them. Looks like almost the whole squad's out there.
And of course, congratulations to Coach Michelle Spertudo and the wonderful job they do.
For the senior cheerleaders and their parents.
And congratulations to all the cheerleaders.
Coach Henning before the game, joking with the officials, said if Coach Jensen needs a little extra time warming up after the senior basketball players are announced.
I know, between
to so many of them.
Between the cheerleaders and the basketball team, it's just so many kids, and it definitely is tough for the players to refocus themselves, you know, after a warm-up, and now it's going to be like 10 minutes of announcing names.
Yeah. And that not just goes for the basketball players themselves, but for also the managers and statisticians and bookkeepers for the team. So the cheerleaders will get back now in formation here.
It's definitely a nice night for the seniors, though, and you know, the last regular season home game here for the Bears, and they have a number of seniors on the team, so it really is an exciting night for them. Normally, I think, you know, the coach will try and make sure that all the seniors get to start, but in this case, there's so many of them, it would be impossible.
Yeah, that's true. It's usually a tradition bringing all the seniors for the starting lineup, but they only have 5 starters out there. Well, assistant coach Mark Motoseski will fill in ably here as he is going to escort some of the young ladies who are the statisticians, managers who help keep the team organized. And Coach Bo Henning at midcourt also with some kind of award or plaque or token of his appreciation.
Yeah, I was looking at they're actually action shots for the players for when they get announced. And there are actually some really great pictures and beautiful frames, so that would be a nice keepsake for the guys.
Okay. Again, this is their last regular season game before the announcements tomorrow of the seedings for the GMC tournament. And again, once again, kudos to the parents for their commitment and dedication to the programs. And that's why we honor the parents here as well, because they're the ones driving the kids around from the AAU tournaments up.
Sarah Concius and
Brittany Salters and Sarah Concius, escorted by, again, assistant coach Mark Motoseski.
Manager Zach Vida, parents Deborah and Freddie.
Escorted by parents Deborah and Freddie. Well, Zach's coming off from the bench. Zach's
Eric Eckhart, escorted by mom Madeline.
Okay, Eric Eckhart, and as the players are going to come out from the bench area, Eric Eckhart's mom Madeline.
Matthew Gassis, escorted by parents Alana and Howard.
Alana and Howard, Matt Gass's parents, coming out now.
Dan Gibbons, escorted by parents Mary Ellen and George.
Dan Gibbons' parents, Mary Ellen and George, and younger siblings in tow, coming out. Dan Gibbons.
Andrew Golszewski, escorted by mom Gina.
Andrew Golszewski is going to meet his mom Gina at the foul line.
Andrew Goring, escorted by parents Julia and Peter.
Andrew Goring's parents, Julia and Peter, coming out. Each mom being presented with a rose.
Escorted by parents Ellen and Jeffrey.
Steve Grossman's parents, Ellen and Jeffrey, coming out now.
Travis Heilman, escorted by parents Diane and Don.
Travis Heilman's parents, Diane and Don. We have to do something about moving them down because it's a big line right now.
John McLaughlin, escorted by parents Arlene and Thomas.
John McLaughlin's parents, Arlene and Thomas, coming out.
Rashad Morris, escorted by Dad William.
Rashad Morris.
Bradley Reiner, escorted by parents Shari and Mark.
Brad Reiner's parents, Shari and Mark.
It's definitely getting crowded out there.
Yeah.
Aaron Way, escorted by mom Arminda.
Aaron Way's mom, Arminda, coming out. And last but not least,
And Jason Henning,
and who's this guy? Bo Henning. Jason Henning's parents.
Get to see Coach Henning playing 2 roles tonight, the coach and also the dad.
And quite a long line here, but a lot of pictures being taken. And
once again, ladies and gentlemen,
and they will
let's have a nice
face the camera here. And it's a round of applause. Nice round of applause for the parents
Congratulations.
of our senior boys basketball players. All right, we'll be back with first half action right after this.
Interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom.
And we are back waiting the announcements of the starting lineups. Bears 12-8 overall, 8-5 in the division.
And here are your starting lineups.
And for Piscataway,
number 22,
Brian Wallach.
Number 11, James White.
James White, number 11.
Number 31,
Tristan Benjamin, 31.
Number 25, Omar Smith. And number 35, J.D. Griggs.
J.D. Griggs, 35, rounds out the starting lineup. Omar Smith, that's a name I think familiar for the football fans, I think, for Piscataway.
And now for your
for the Bears, Jason Henning. Point guard.
Number 30, Travis Heilman.
Travis sat out the Cardinal McCarrick game Saturday. Andrew Golszewski.
Number 32,
Eric Eckhart, big man in the middle against McCarrick. And McLaughlin there. Eckhart had 18 and McLaughlin had 20 in the victory against Cardinal McCarrick.
And Mr. Dave Houston.
It's certainly been a long procedure to get this game started, but hopefully both teams will come out focused and strong after kind of all that production with senior night and everything.
Well, it's not as bad as the Super Bowl where you have to sit around at halftime and wait for 35, 40 minutes until they clear everything out. Bears in the home white with green trim. Piscataway in the black with yellow numbers and trim.
And I think we can be definitely looking for the Bears to come out tonight and deal with how physical Piscataway is going to be. And I think definitely the way that the officials call this game will have some impact on how physical Piscataway is able to get away with being. So I think you can see a little bit.
That was a complaint in talking to a couple of the basketball players that I see in the hall or I have in class. That was the big complaint about in the St. Joe's game. A lot of things were left go. A lot of Bears did not get a lot of calls. They're a little frustrated, particularly on the offensive end, getting fouled and not getting the calls. So see how the Bears can rebound from that. John McLaughlin looks like he will jump at center with 35, J.D. Griggs for the Chiefs of Piscataway. East Brunswick will go right to left on your screen. Ball batted around, possession, Piscataway. Inside, quick pass already, and that's J.D. Griggs.
A little pressure here by Piscataway. Looks like just man-to-man.
Jason Henning bringing up against Brian Wallach. Heilman to Eckert, out high. McLaughlin spins around to Golszewski.
Bears into their motion offense, setting screens. You can see Piscataway all over the ball handlers, trying to get up in passing lanes.
Golszewski has trouble with it, passes it out, ball knocked around. Eckhart corrals it. Henning trying to drive through the middle.
Too much hand checking there by Piscataway. You can see their pressure defense. The Bears are definitely going to have to be tougher with the ball because, you know, even that time they managed to get it back, but it could have easily been a turnover.
Well, the Bears dribbled themselves right into a corner, literally there. Eckhart inbounds to Henning. Just underway, first quarter. Key Red Division matchup here, Piscataway and East Brunswick. Golszewski will line up a three. Strong off the rim is Eckhart with the rebound. Works his way in, and they're going to call Eckhart for barreling his way in.
Yeah, that was good execution by the Bears there. Got a good look at the basket, and I like the rebound. I thought he did a good job of going in strong. I don't think you can really call that foul unless the defender takes the charge. You know, in that case, the defender didn't really do anything.
Wallach spins it around to White. That's been Benjamin, ball on the ground, goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bears. Omar Smith will trigger the inbounds under the basket. Wallach to White. Inside looking for Benjamin, out of bounds. Unforced error on the Chiefs. And the Bears will take possession.
Jason Henning doing a nice job getting the ball up the court.
Eckhart out high to Heilman, spins it around looking for Golszewski, but Golszewski had broke to the basket and the ball goes out of bounds.
I think one of the most important things when a team is putting pressure like this on you is just to, you know, not just trying to get rid of the ball as quickly as you can. You know, you want to make sure that you're communicating with the other players, making good cuts, getting open. In that case, you know, that was a miscommunication. Someone's backdooring, the other person's looking for them to pop out. So
Tom Bennett, number 4, checks in for Piscataway, replacing Wallach, has the ball there. Inside to Omar Smith. Smith will draw the foul.
that was on Travis Heilman, raking down, trying to double team in the post.
Heilman's first, team second. Omar Smith at the line will shoot 2. Strong off the rim for the first. And drains the second. 3-0 Piscataway. Henning trying to break down Bennett.
Nice bounce pass.
McLaughlin. From behind, though, J.D. Griggs is going to get called for the foul.
McLaughlin did a nice job there of creating some space and kind of getting inside position on his defender so that he was able to receive that bounce pass from Jay Henning. It was a great pass.
McLaughlin at the line, shooting 2. McLaughlin averaging on the season 12.1 points per game. It's the second. Bears on the scoreboard, 6 minutes left to go, first quarter.
Bears,
White.
you can see them in their man-to-man defense, kind of sagging in a little bit more than we're used to, playing more like the three-point line.
Eckhart got high, guarding. Well, that's Benjamin gets caught with it. Henning comes out with a steal, spins.
Good decision.
Bounces back to McLaughlin. Shake and bake move. Falls down, passes it out, but is stolen by White for Piscataway. And tie up. Travis Heilman ties up White, and possession will go to East Brunswick. Scott Stolzenberg checks in, and sitting down will be McLaughlin.
I think he got poked in the eye or something, maybe.
Well, interesting choice of substitution there. Stolzenberg, big-bodied, maybe add a little more physical presence inside. Henning draws the foul.
Jason Henning has done a really great job so far of handling the ball underneath a lot of pressure with defenders that are definitely being physical with him.
Well, he is the prototypical point guard. He is there to handle the ball and distribute, get the offense set, not counted on in this offense to score. Ball knocked out, picks it back up again. Heilman, long three, short off the rim. Stolzenberg picks up the rebound, gets it to Golszewski. Golszewski with the little baby hook, no good. And Piscataway with the rebound. Omar Smith. Battle inside between Benjamin and Stolzenberg.
I like Stolzenberg because he comes in, he's not afraid to be physical.
Eckhart with the steal. And a foul, a reach-in foul, or a push foul. They're going to call Griggs with a push foul. That's his second already. He will come out of the game. And Wayne Newsom checks in.
Giving Jason Henning a little break here. Heilman will bring the ball up.
Stolzenberg out high, guarded by Smith. Henning, shuffle defeat. That seems to be something that you could call practically on every possession, shuffling of the feet. If everybody wants to get rid of the ball or make a move before they have it. Inside pass kind of got caught in the air there.
Piscataway really focuses on getting the ball inside. So far, the Bears have done a good job of making it tough to pass the ball in there, and then also when they are able to, of double teaming right away so that the post player can't make a move.
Golszewski outside three-point. Eckhart draws Benjamin out. Heilman to Henning. Foul before the shot. Foul on Bennett, that's his second, and he came into the game replacing Wallach.
Definitely see the impact that Piscataway's defense is having on the Bears right now. They're not really able to get into their offensive set.
Pass out to Stolzenberg, who's outside three.
It's not the shot that he wants to take,
No.
so he brings it out, finds one of his guards.
Stolzenberg looking to trigger. Bounce pass to Eckert. Benjamin right on him. Eckert drives into the paint, spins, draws the foul. Good strong move, Eric Eckhart.
Able to create the body contact there.
Tristan Benjamin draws his first personal, team sixth already. So the Bears will be shooting from this point on. Eckert's at the line, shooting two though. Eric Eckhart drains the first. McLaughlin checks in along with 31, Steve Grossman for Stolzenberg and for Heilman. Off the rim, no good. Ball bouncing around. Omar Smith has it, had it knocked away temporarily. Passes it down to Bennett, who scores.
Thomas Bennett is really denying Jason Henning the ball all over the court, which leaves Steven Grossman to get the ball up.
McLaughlin inside. Late call.
It seems like these officials are willing to maybe let a lot go as far as hand checking and body contact away from the basket. But on the inside, it seems like when a player is going up for a shot, definitely they're calling all of the body contact.
Soeki Lumar is going to check in probably for Benjamin, who draws his second personal. McLaughlin makes the first. Bears living on the free throw line, have not yet scored a basket. Second is good. McLaughlin with 4 points, all from the charity stripe. James White. Back out to Smith. Smith outside three. Pass inside to Bennett. Bennett drives the lane, dishes, foul though before the shot.
Just good penetration there, getting into the lane, finding the open man.
Eric Eckert picks up his second personal. Non-shooting foul, 13 foul for the Bears.
Going to call an illegal screen.
Yes, illegal screen there on Bennett, and Bennett picks up his third.
And he's a player that's been harassing Jason Henning all over the court, so that could be big for the Bears. Oh, they just changed the call.
Although they just did, what was the call then? Oh.
I believe that they're discussing it. I think that they're going to call it on the Bears.
Instead of being Bennett was his third.
Oh, no, wait.
No?
No, this is very confusing.
The discussion at the scorers table was whether or not it was Eckhart who pushed off.
Maybe it's for who the shooter is going to be. That's maybe what it seems like. Who should be shooting these foul shots.
So the foul is going to be on Bennett, and
that is his third foul.
And team foul over Piscataway with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the first quarter, already over the limit. Steve Grossman will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Hits the first. The noise you're hearing are coming from the JV Piscataway players who are sitting to our left behind us. Bears 7 for 8 from the foul line and take a 2-point lead.
And all of these foul shots are definitely going to be important if this ends up being a close game.
Okay, I don't know. The referees are discussing something here. It might be the noise that's being created by Piscataway, or well. All right, let's listen to hear what's suit.
Wipe it out. Team control. White ball. It's white ball down here. You're going up. No shot.
What happened?
No shot. It's a team control.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Team
Okay,
control.
yeah,
Okay,
they
all right.
changed, I guess, as far as for shooting one-on-one, it since it wasn't the kind of foul that you would get shots for, I guess they're calling it kind of like a player control foul, which would be like an offensive foul, whereas an illegal screen you would get to shoot.
Okay, so take those 2 points off the board for the Bears.
Which leaves us now with a tie score.
The Bears will have possession. 30-second timeout. This will be a short timeout. We have both coaches mic'd up right now. Let's listen in on Coach Henning and see what he has to say to his squad here, trying to get back organized.
Yeah, it was right. That was the right call. That was the right call. It's our ball coming out. All right, relax. The foul's on you. All right, now, obviously, with 18 fouls on them, we'd be foolish to play all perimeter. We should start inside with most of our stuff, okay? Don't force it. Show some patience out of it. We'll give you some flats out of it as well, okay? Keep attacking the rim. Keep attacking the rim.
That is smart, because Bears are a reasonably good foul shooting team, and that seems to be where they're getting the opportunities from right there. All right, John McLaughlin will trigger the inbound. Full court pressure looks like coming from Piscataway, but now they peel off now. Golszewski outside three. Heilman inside Stolzenberg looking for some room, and they're going to call Scott Stolzenberg with an offensive foul for swinging an arm and an elbow. It's
not look like an offensive foul to me. I think that's the second one that they've called on the Bears making post moves. Just doesn't even look like a foul. Looks like a good strong move.
Inside to Omar Smith, baseline, looks for help, backs it out. White. Back to Smith, inside. Kick it back out to White at the foul line, gets inside the paint, tries to put up a shot, no good. But Stolzenberg stumbles, moves, shuffles his foot, and traveling is called. Smith out to Sean Jackson. Jackson hits a long 2. Inside, ball knocked around.
I think the Bears need to be careful about trying to push too hard, push the ball too hard in transition. Really, so far they've been successful calming it down a little bit, you know, making sure that they get into their offense to get good shots.
Grossman looking inside McLaughlin, quick feed, and John McLaughlin scores the first basket of the game for the Bears.
Great execution there for the Bears. Good and easy too.
2 minutes left to go first quarter, tied at 7.
Chiefs setting up with a man at the high post.
Inside to White, out to Sean Jackson. Jackson this time for 3. Ball knocked off of Grossman. Omar Smith, ball bouncing around, knocked out by Stolzenberg, but I don't think he touched it. I think that went off Sweki Lumar, 23.
Seems like the refs might almost be a little bit flustered right now.
Lumar inside to Omar Smith, spins in the lane, pumps, and puts it in. Smith's first 2 points of the game. Henning, guarded by White.
Piscataway's really going to have to be careful committing all of these fouls away from the basket. Every single foul, the Bears are going to be going to the line.
That foul on White is his first, team 9th. So from this point on, from minute 24 left in the first quarter and all the second quarter, the Bears will be shooting 2. Henning makes the first. And hits the second. Brad Reiner will check in for Jason Henning. Tied at 9.
Bears here getting sent up in their contained defense, trying to keep Piscataway in front of them, trying to keep the ball out of the paint area.
Around the outside. White looking to break in. Bounces it back out. Lumar bats it down, picks it up, gives it back to White. Omar Smith being fronted. That's a long basket by Jackson, and that's a 3.
Gets a bounce there.
Friendly bounce to Sean Jackson. Jackson off the bench with 5 for the Chiefs. Stolzenberg picks up his dribble, bounces it into the lane to McLaughlin. McLaughlin kicks it back out. Long 3 attempt, no good. Piscataway running with the rebound. Jackson. Lumar can't put in the rebound. McLaughlin picks it up for the Bears.
The pace of this game is seriously stepping up right now. I think the Bears need to try and be more in control.
Ball kicked out as Heilman tried to get it inside. 14 seconds left to go. Piscataway up 12-9. Stolzenberg. That's a long 2. Is it? Yes, and it does fall for Travis Heilman.
First time he's got one of his outside shots to go today.
White lines up a 3. Oh, in and out.
Almost banked it there.
Not a friendly roll, but our score after the end of the first quarter is Piscataway 12, Bears 11. We're going to turn it over to Coach Henning in just a moment as he readies his team for the second quarter. Let's listen in on Coach Henning.
You and Travis are going to switch anyhow, okay? All right, now it looks to me like 15 came in the game as a shooter. Okay, and I think that's going to be Travis right now, okay? So we'll extend to, a yard outside the three-point line. That's it. Don't go chasing to mid-court, okay? And then we got to make sure we finish the deal with blockouts, all right? Whose ball coming out here? All right, now, we'll probably use a little double fist here, but we can still fall back into the 21 defense out of it, all right? All right, come on, let's go.
All right.
And the Bears, just defensively, when I talked to Coach before the game, he felt like Piscataway didn't really have much of an outside threat as far as for shooters. And I guess 15, Tyshawn Jackson came in and knocked down a couple shots, so just to extend a little bit more on him.
Piscataway will start with the ball. Second quarter underway. James White. Omar Smith. Smith to White. Tries to drive baseline. Brad Reiner, good defense there. Jackson, hop steps, puts it up, no good. Matt Gassis come down with a rebound, but a foul.
Yeah, McLaughlin and Gassis really did a good job there, boxing out, keeping their players outside, and he will go to the line and shoot for those.
Soeki Lumar picks up the foul, his first, team 10th. And again, Bears are going to be shooting foul shots from here on out.
It's going to make for a long first half.
Well, so far the Bears have scored 7 of their 11 points from the foul line. First one by Matt Gassis is good. Second on its way and good. Bears reclaim the lead at 13-12. Omar Smith guarded by Golszewski. White back to Smith inside. Kick it back out to White. Top of the key. White hits the jumper. James White gets on the board for Piscataway. Matt Gassis. Heilman, long three, in and out, no good. Rebound, Matt Gassis. Nice left-hand move, Matt Gassis.
What a great rebound there. He did a good job of crashing the offensive boards, and it really paid off for him.
4 points for Matt Gassis. White slowing it down. We're trying to look to get inside to Wayne Newsom 20, but there's nothing happening there. Sean Jackson, guarded by Travis Heilman. White spins, held by Brad Reiner. White spun into the paint. That's a non-shooting foul. First foul on Reiner. For the Bears, their 5th team foul. White to Smith, guarded by Golszewski. Bounce pass inside, return to Omar Smith. High arcing shot, no good. Golszewski skies for the rebound. Brad Reiner. Inside McLaughlin, no look pass to Matt Gassis. Nice.
McLaughlin, great court awareness there to see the double team coming and hit Gassis cutting to the basket.
White, outside three, dumps it inside, back, kicks it back out. This is a 2, no, off, no good. Travis Heilman with the rebound, bounces it to Gassis. Inside to McLaughlin, knocked away by Lumar. To Omar Smith. Smith gets bumped, puts up a shot, soft shot, air ball, no good. Golszewski cannot corral the rebound. And it will be Chiefs possession. Brad Reiner checks out as Jason Henning checks back in. Smith to trigger. Inside to Bennett. First time they've gotten the ball inside to him. Spins in the paint. No good, but they're going to call a blocking foul on John McLaughlin. Coach
and
Henning.
number 20, Wayne Newsom, has really been working hard inside to get the ball. It's really the first time that they've got in there with that lob.
Newsom's going to go to the line as McLaughlin picks up his first, team 6th. first by Newsom is good. Stolzenberg will check in. McLaughlin checks out. Second is good. 17-16. Bears up by 1. 5:30 remaining second quarter. Hand check foul. Second on White.
It's going to send Jason Henning to the line for 2 shots.
As White came over to the bench, he protested his innocence on that call. Henning's first foul. 10th is strong. Number 5 for Piscataway, Justin Blake will check in and White will check out. Coach Guy Jensen of Piscataway using his bench. Henning gets the second to fall.
The Bears picking up with a little full court pressure, looking to double team the ball handler.
Sean Jackson breaks the press. Passes it on the end line to Lumar. Lumar to Omar Smith. Inside. Gets the return pass. Inside again to Newsom. Newsom working both sides of the paint to get that entry pass.
Yeah, he's really working hard, and Scott Stolzenberg doing a good job of trying to keep the ball out of the post.
Lumar, guarded by Gassis, picks up his dribble. Has to pass it all the way across court to Omar Smith, who wisely backs it out and will set the offense here. Golszewski draws his defense. Lumar, guarded by Matt Gassis, to Blake. Patient Piscataway offense. Sean Jackson. Jackson is fouled by Heilman, who comes down hard on his ankle. Travis Heilman down on the floor in pain.
You're going to see Phil Hostler come out and see what's going on with his ankle.
All right, we got a chance now. Let's listen in. We have Coach Guy Jensen mic'd up from Piscataway. He was kind enough to be mic'd up for us. So let's listen in on what he has to say.
That's it. End of story. So that's 3 guards around 2. Yeah, listen, it's 3 guards around 2 post players. How hard is this? If the ball doesn't go to you in the post, you screen away. Give me that board, Coach, real quick.
Shit, you talk to Brian, man. Show up, baby.
Listen. The ball doesn't go to you, okay? Ball goes to the wing. Post players are inside. The ball doesn't go, you screen away. You wait for that screen to come, and then you flash, okay? Then it's a delay screen to the opposite wing comes over. And just get motion between, you guys are running the triangle, and you guys are running triangle inside. The ball goes, listen, once you screen across, you can come back to the ball side elbow, okay? Catch the ball with your hands up ready to be a threat and score.
Keep our posting in there. Keep working in there.
And don't dribble to him. If he's posted and you dribble penetrate, screen away, Wayne. Give him some room. Let him then back out of his dribble and then come across again and reseal your man. All right? You dribble at people and you're cutting down that passing angle. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, very interesting look from the visiting side here. Coach Guy Jensen and his 5 out there. John McLaughlin came in and replaced Heilman, who is being attended to by Phil Hostler, our athletic trainer. To Sean Jackson at the line. Strong first off the rim, no good. Second is short. Rebound corralled by Golszewski. Grossman almost palmed it. Has to get it back to Henning. Henning back to Grossman. To McLaughlin. Matt Gassis. Picked up by Henning.
You're going to see the Bears offense flatten out a little bit, give Jason Henning some room to work.
McLaughlin on the baseline. Passes to Gassis. Gassis blocked by Jackson, who looked like he got all ball. It
was really a nice pass by McLaughlin to get it over there. It did look like a pretty clean block, but the ref's going to say that he got him with the body. Matt Gass is doing a great job inside. He's found a couple of key openings, I think, for the Bears, coming in with a big offensive rebound, a nice cut to the basket with post-to-post passing, and there's another example of a nice post-to-post pass.
Gassis makes the first. Strong. Oh, gets the roll. A little bit of backspin on it. Bears up by 4, 2016. Just under 4 minutes. Second quarter. Omar Smith. Sean Jackson guarded by Henning. Round to Smith. To Blake. Blake will pull it back out.
Piscataway trying to calm down, take their time.
We heard Coach Jensen talk about the triangle offense. That triangle offense made famous by Phil Jackson and the Chicago Bulls. Blake with the long three, airballs it. Golshevsky, though, saves it, knocks it to Grossman. The Bears will run. Matt Gassis, top of the key, no good. Golshevsky with the rebound, no basket, foul before the shot.
Golshevsky working hard. See him make a hustle play down the other end and then come down here and get a nice rebound.
Foul on Sean Jackson, his second. Team again over the limit. Golshevsky, strong first free throw. Wallach, who hasn't been in since about the 2 minutes into the first quarter, comes back in replacing Blake as Coach Jensen's trying to find an effective point guard out there. Golshevsky, the second. Good. First point for Andrew Golshevsky. Bears up 5. Lumar, bounce pass inside to Smith, to Sean Jackson. The foul line, tries to bank it in, no good. Bounce pass by Henning to McLaughlin, and a travel as McLaughlin stumbles. No foul, no delivery.
Trying to just thread the needle a little bit there, make a great play. Definitely a tough catch. It would have been a hard finish for him.
Omar Smith to Newsom, who's now way out up top. Wallach thinks about a three, pulls it back down, bounces it to Lumar. Lumar back out to Wallach. Wallach for three, no good. Lumar with strong rebound, bounces to Wallach. Wallach comes baseline, and a blocking foul called. That could have gone either way.
I think caught a little bit too far underneath the basket. It is a tough call because they called 2 charges on the Bears that weren't really charges, I don't think, so tough call.
Stolzenberg going to check in for Matt Gassis, but the referee says, wait a minute, let's get this first free throw underway. Bears over the limit now, but this is a shooting foul. Wallach at the line. Rims it in and out. Stolzenberg again. We'll check in for Matt Gassis. Gassis leaves. Bears leading scorer with 8 points. This is the second. McLaughlin. Henning to Golshevsky in the paint. Well, again, spin hook, no good. And
Golshevsky on the floor, able to knock it off the Chiefs player.
Coach Henning yelling 5, see all the options.
Let the play develop a little bit.
Henning, Jason Henning's going to get called for an illegal screen. That was a nice play. It just Henning unfortunately got called for the pick. Wallach's slowly bringing it up for the Chiefs. Jackson to Omar Smith. Wallach. Wallach content to sit there because No one's out guarding him, so no 5 count. Smith looking for something inside. And Wallach saying, relax, relax, relax.
I think the Chiefs are a little bit content to see some time come off here, just because they're in a little bit of foul trouble here. Bears have been in the 1-on-1 since the first quarter, so.
Inside to Smith. Smith no good. Rebound, McLaughlin. To Grossman. Grossman dribbled into the paint, kicks it back out. Now it's the Bears' turn to set it up. Olszewski.
The referee's calling a double foul there.
Grossman as well.
Coach Henning not happy, saying that Steve Grossman was just trying to make his cut, run his offense, and he didn't really do anything.
Double foul, Grossman and Wallach.
Bears are going to keep possession of the ball there.
59 seconds left to go. The second quarter is beginning to break down again because of all the foul shots. Henning lines up a long 3, hits it.
Nice smooth shot there by Jay Henning. The crowd likes it.
Blake is in the game now. Number 5 back in for Piscataway. Blake to Lumar. Lumar drives in on Stolzenberg. Ball tipped away by Golszewski right in the hands of John McLaughlin. Bears going to hold it up for 1 with 30 seconds remaining, second quarter. Stolzenberg almost has it stripped away by Lumar. Lumar slow to get back into the play. Counting it down to 17 seconds. Golszewski guarded by Omar Smith to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg's way out high.
10 seconds. Bears are going to have to look to go to the basket soon.
5, 4.
Reach in foul there.
Didn't look like the Bears had anything organized. Tashawn Jackson will pick up his 3rd and send Jason Henning to the line with only 3 seconds left to go. Bit of a senseless foul, if you would say, that because Henning was too far from the basket to really do anything.
Big shots here. He could put the Bears up 10 going into halftime.
Makes the first. And the second. Brad Reiner checks in for Henning. With only 3 seconds left, look for a quick heave-ho shot, but Piscataway almost made one to end the first quarter, so telling Golszewski to back it up. Omar Smith off the backboard, no good. So at halftime, our score, the Bears 26, Piscataway 16. And we'll be back with second half action right after this. Just waiting the second half action to begin here. Ken Saroka along with Megan O'Neill. Megan, the Bears lived off the free throw line in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely they're 15 for 18 from the free throw line in the first half. So, I mean, 15 of their 26 points were scored on foul shots. And the Bears, you know, they should definitely, good job by them putting in those free throws and taking advantage of Piscataway getting into early foul trouble. I mean, they were in the bonus for, I think, 3 minutes into the first quarter. So they definitely took advantage of that.
And those fouls were not, well, they weren't necessarily sloppy fouls, but just maybe over-aggressive fouls on the Piscataway team.
I think definitely a lot of like reaching in and overly aggressive hand checking. But I mean, they picked up a lot of fouls early, and before you knew it, the Bears were shooting one-on-one and able to capitalize on kind of Piscataway's fouls away from the basket.
Bears leading scorers, Matt Gassis with 8 points, 4 from the line and 4 from the field. Jason Henning with 7, including a nice three-pointer, and John McLaughlin with 6. For Piscataway, Tashawn Jackson with 5, but he has 3 personal fouls. And the combination of point guards that Coach Guy Jensen has run out there, Wallach, Bennett, and White have a combined 4 points and 6 fouls.
I mean, I think the Bears did a great job, too, in the first half of, really keeping the ball out of Piscataway's post, able to double down whenever possible. They did a good job of just, not letting Piscataway get easy points inside.
Grossman looking for someone to pass to McLaughlin, inside to Eckhart. Back out to Grossman, has trouble handling it. Bears starting with possession, moving right to left on your television screen. Henning to McLaughlin, inside the paint, cannot get it over the rim. No good. Eckhart puts up strong rebound, gets fouled by Wallach.
Great job pursuing the ball there. I mean, it just seemed like he wanted that ball so bad. He was able to move, and really no one else was pursuing it. Good job by Eric Eckhart.
Eckhart, who spent a lot of time on the bench with foul trouble, he has 2 personals and only 1 point. Makes the first. And misses the second. Wallach brings it up for Piscataway, trailing by 11, excuse me. 27-16, White. Wallach, that looked like a travel. White thinks about a 3, gets it inside, passes inside. Leaner, no good, ball batted around. J.D. Griggs tried to push his way into the basket, inside to Benjamin, turns. Nice move, Benjamin, no good. Griggs with the rebound. Wallach can't control it, and it goes off his hands, out of bounds.
Bears kind of really lucked out there, not able to really get a body on anybody. Gave up a couple offensive rebounds. They're lucky to get out of that without giving up a score.
Bears did not do well against this front court for Piscataway of Benjamin and Griggs. Did better when those two got into foul trouble and were sitting on the bench. Golszewski. Bounce pass to Henning, around to Hyman, inside Golszewski, a little too far under to be able to spin back and make that rebound, or make that layup. Omar Smith inside gets the layup. Omar Smith, that's his 4th point. Henning runs into trouble.
Stuck in the lane there, gonna get called for 3 seconds. Good penetration, but just got stuck a little bit too deep there without anyone to pass to.
We're waiting on update on Travis Heilman, who went down hard in the first half. Well, it looked like he turned an ankle. Grossman's been in, picking up minutes there. Inside. Bounce the ball on the end line. J.D. Griggs trying to work up against Eric Eckhart. Griggs has the height advantage. McLaughlin will trigger the inbound.
Looks like Piscataway here in a 1-2-2 trapping press.
Golszewski. Grossman looking to find the open man. McLaughlin lines up a 3.
Nice job by the Bears there, keeping their composure, taking their time, easily breaking the press and getting a wide open shot.
John McLaughlin. And we have an inside foul push. Offensive foul on Griggs.
I think that's just a frustration foul too. I think he's getting a little bit annoyed about how hard he's having to work inside there against Eric Eckhart.
That's the 3rd personal on Griggs. Golszewski on the end. Throws it into the backcourt. And
Tough place there for Golszewski to get caught so close to the sideline. The sideline and the half court really act as another defender there. So you have to be careful as a player where you're getting caught against these zone traps.
Wallach to White. Griggs. Wallach to Omar Smith. Piscataway looking to get inside but can't. White to Smith, now lobs it inside. This time Eckart's going to get called for a bodying foul. A little bit of a push to the back with his elbows.
Now that's going to be his 3rd foul, so both of those players now with 3.
First team foul. Inside lob to Griggs. And that one goes against J.D. Griggs.
Eric Eckhart did a great job there. He was fronting Griggs in the post, and then while the ball was in the air coming inside, he was able to move his feet and get around to the backside of him to take that charge.
Stolzenberg checks in for Eckert, and Griggs is subbed for by Soeki Lumar. Oh, that pass a little too high to an arc there. Grossman. Bounce pass to Golszewski. To Stolzenberg. Blocked. Rebound fought for, controlled by Lumar. White dribbles down into the paint. Dishes Omar Smith. Corrals it finally and comes down and reverses. And scores his 6-point. Now that was not a good foul. Wallach picks up his 4th.
Chiefs really in a lot of foul trouble here.
And Coach Guy Jensen just pacing the bench, grabbing the rim of his glasses, the nose piece of his glasses, and wondering why.
McLaughlin wide open underneath.
I'll try to no-look layup, no good. White drives, no good. Stolzenberg with the rebound, gets it to Henning. Looking, Henning drives. Stolzenberg, nice little soft touch. Scott Stolzenberg puts it in. Instead of going strong to the basket and putting it off glass, he would have had it blocked. Puts a nice little arcing rainbow shot. Bears up 12. Inside to Tristan Benjamin. Henning comes in to help and picks up the foul. Coach Henning saying, Scott Stolzenberg, take the charge. That one was way off the mark. Thomas Bennett checks in for Wallach, who leaves with 4 personals. Off the rim, no good. McLaughlin corrals the rebound. Whereas the Bears have lived on the foul line, Piscataway's had their troubles. McLaughlin, Stolzenberg. Back out to McLaughlin. Guarded by White, who's pushing him all the way back to the...
Refs counting 5 seconds there, so the Bears have to be careful.
Stolzenberg looking for help. Henning pushes off a little bit, gets away with it. Omar Smith's going to get called, and that was not a good foul. Henning almost got called for pushing off. For Smith, surprisingly, that's his first personal, team 5th.
We're surprised when someone only has 1 foul this game.
And we have a timeout called this time by the Piscataway coach. But let's listen in this time on Coach Henning and the Bears to see what they're going to plan. Up 32-20.
Keep going. Let's go.
What side we bringing it in, Greg? What side?
Go even low. Just go even low to keep it moving. It's just like hold it. He's not gonna look for that. Just go around.
All right, hey, now listen to me. On the 5 call, listen, on the 5 call, remember, you got to come hard like you're coming for the handoff, okay? Set a good screen. Johnny's going. You got to set the last screen down for the 2. After you inbound, set that last screen down for 2, okay?
That was a 30-second timeout. Quick set for the Bears here. Scott Stolzenberg will inbound near sideline. Bears up 32-20, 3:04 left in this 3rd quarter. McLaughlin.
Doing a nice job there, rolling back to the ball after he set the screen.
Stolzenberg brings it back out.
Coach Henning there just trying to get his team out of that jam.
A 5-second call potentially there. Let's this time listen in on Coach Guy Jensen and the Piscataway Chiefs huddle.
In 53, okay, when that trap is made here, This guy goes to the middle of the floor. You take away that long pass, and that backside post player has to take away the middle of the floor. What you're giving up is that long skip pass here. Hey, listen, if you give up that long skip pass on the flight of the basketball, we got to rotate and rotate hard and take it away. If they throw the ball over the top to you here, Tristan, to your man, this weak side guard has to sprint and take away that weak side skip pass, okay? Or that weak side cutter, okay? Come on, let's go.
Cram a lot into a 30-second timeout, can't you? Stolzenberg to inbound. Has Grossman and Golszewski cutting back to the backcourt. So safe inbound there. Steve Grossman guarded by White. Bounce pass to Golszewski. Drives it into the paint.
Nice job of elevating there on that jump shot.
First basket for Andrew Golszewski. 3 points overall. Bears extend the lead to 14. That ball went off Grossman's foot. Not a kickball violation, just out of bounds. Omar Smith will trigger the inbounds. Smith, I don't think, has sat down once in this game. Lumar to White. Back to Omar Smith, inside post. Nice touch, Omar Smith over Andrew Golszewski. And Smith suddenly now with 8 points. Jason Henning picked up his dribble. Yeah. Golszewski back to Henning. Backcourt. Henning did not have position in the front court. He dove over.
He was still in the air. He wasn't able to get his feet on the ground. Coach Henning just not happy with his players. That's really just a mental mistake. You have to be aware of that backcourt violation.
Bennett to White. Round to Smith. Inside to Lumar. Stolzenberg. Lumar with the left hand, no good. Smith with the rebound. Ball's on the ground. And Stolzenberg passes it back out to Henning. Henning tried to dribble himself through traffic. And both coaches upset that there were not calls earlier in that play. Piscataway with the ball. White gets some space and launches a three and hits. Piscataway now within 9, trapping pressure, defense. Grossman lines up a three. Off the rim, no good. Stolzenberg tapped it toward McLaughlin, but instead coming down with it are the Chiefs. Smith inside to Benjamin. White inside, back to Benjamin again. Spins. That time was a travel. One too many moves. Mike Mello, Brad Reiner, Matt Gassis, wholesale changes here for the Bears. Stolzenberg, Henning, and Grossman will check out. McLaughlin and Reiner playing catch with it in the backcourt.
Piscataway getting a little bit more aggressive, and Reiner gave up his dribble. Definitely want to be careful to use your dribble too early against the zone press.
Well, no one came back for the ball either. Reiner was left out there to dry, and he went backwards trying to get some space, but nobody came back for the ball. 43 seconds left to go. Omar Smith will trigger the inbounds. White from the foul line. Strong rebound, Lumar to White. Picks up a loose ball. Around the horn it goes. Omar Smith inside to Lumar. Lumar's trying to get inside. Offensive foul, Sweki Lumar.
Gas is doing a great job of just getting his body in a good position to take that charge. He's made a couple of big plays this game for the Bears. 6th team foul for Piscataway. Bears once again will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. McLaughlin. Mike Mello. Don't want to get caught on that sideline.
Looked like a possible walk there. Mello holding for the last shot with 8 seconds left. 4, 3. No good. A little short. After 3 quarters, Bears 34, Piscataway 25. Cheerleaders coming out will focus the camera in on them. Are they going to? No. Looks like they're doing the Bear cheer to the other side. Well, let's listen in on Coach Henning then. See what he's got planned for the 4th quarter.
No, it's 1-2-2. But like the guys playing like it's 3-2. Until we pass it, then he pops up.
How about our deep guy? How can you help us then? What can our deep guy do? Anything? Huh? All right. Well, I'm asking you, is there any way we can throw it to the deep guy occasionally? Maybe stepping out a little bit?
I'm coming out. I'm like open, but like they're long here. That's
Okay. All right. Now, listen, just if we catch it in these bad spots, you don't want to dribble up the sideline. You want to bust the guy here and go make a play. The last time we did it, Steve got in here, kicked to John, wide open 3. Okay? Change sides of the floor with it.
Hey, keep playing D.
Piscataway won that quarter, 9-8 in scoring. Wallach will check back in for Piscataway. Three guard lineup. Wallach, White, and Bennett all in there. With now Omar Smith has sat down, so we have Benjamin and Griggs as your front court. Bears in a zone to start the 4th quarter. White thinks about a 3, pulls it back. Wallach, the White play catch with it. Mello comes in over the top of the foul.
Bears there just sagging off a little bit on the perimeter, trying to keep the ball out of the inside like they have been all game, and then stuck on the double down there with a little bit of a reach in.
White will trigger the rebound. Griggs. Bennett swinging it around the outside. Inside. Griggs off the glass strong. J.D. Griggs, 4 points.
Piscataway look like they're sticking with this 1-2-2 press.
Well, it's worked so far as Bears have not had a success breaking it down. Mello, baseline, into the paint to Gassis.
Great pass there because 3 defenders collapsing down on him. He's able to make that opening to get a wide open shot. Nice decision there by Mike Mello.
Wallach guarded by Reiner. White.
Gassis working inside.
Tristan Benjamin, ball knocked on the floor, picked up by Mike Mello.
Don't get caught in a tough spot here.
Gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Bennett scored the basket and a foul.
Yeah, blocking foul there. He didn't have his feet set. Kind of jumped into it.
Mike Mello's 2nd foul puts J.D. Griggs on the line, score the basket. Smith and Lumar will check back in. Eric Eckhart also checking in. J.D. Griggs at the line, looking for the and one. Makes the first, or makes the only free throw. 7 points for J.D. Griggs.
Now all of a sudden the lead's only 6.
Well, Bears have not had success breaking this press, and Piscataway is not committing those touch fouls. Well, there I just said it, those touch fouls that got him in trouble in the first half. 3rd personal on James White, and that'll put Mike Mello at the line.
Seems like every time Piscataway goes back into their man-to-man defense, they get caught with these reach-in, hand-checking fouls. So, I mean, really, their zone was the most effective defense that they played against the Bears. Man-to-man has caused a lot of foul trouble for them.
Mello misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Wallach brings it up. White trying to break down Mello. And Mike Mello.
3 fouls in a real short period of time there, Mike Mello. I don't know exactly how long he's been in the game, but it hasn't been that long.
They're calling that a shooting foul. White misses the first. And this could be the Achilles heel here. Steve Grossman, Jason Henning check in for the Bears. Looks like Coach Jensen's going to be shuttling Benjamin and Griggs in and out. Benjamin with 2 fouls, Griggs with 4. Second one by White, no good. Rebound. And we have an offensive foul on Tristan Benjamin. Went up strong with the rebound, a little too strong. Bears caught a break there because that foul shot did not box out well to get that rebound.
Absolutely. Can't be giving off offensive rebounds off of foul shots.
Henning, pressured by Wallach. Offensive foul, Jason Henning, and Jason's been getting away with that. Even though Coach Bo Henning's going to protest a little bit, Henning's been getting away with throwing that free arm off.
I don't know, that looked like a pretty tough call to me. I think they're allowing a lot of contact by both players, so.
Both teams now in the bonus situation, as that was the Bears' 6th team foul. White shakes, bakes, and hits.
Big shot there for the Chiefs. Now they're within 4 points, and there's still a lot of time left on this clock. A little under 6 minutes here in this 4th quarter.
That timeout was called by Piscataway's coach, Guy Jensen. Let's listen in on the Piscataway bench for the first part of this timeout.
You're not getting the ball. So listen, if you don't get the ball, what do you have to do? Right, you have to. We have to get movement. Listen, just because you have him sealed does not mean the guard sees you. All right, we can't go on that assumption that he knows that you're sealed every single time. And listen, and it's fine. You might have position, but then you got to screen. You got to screen across. You can flash back high, but we need to get some movement in here in a triangle between the 2 big guys. Okay? Defensively, listen, just play straight man without fouling. We all know that the officials are not good. And I told you guys in the 4th quarter, if it comes down to it, they're going to win a free throw shooting contest against you guys. I'm telling you that's the way it's going to be. So you've got to take the official equation out of the game. You just have to play your game. This is a 1 or 2 possession game. You've brought it all the way back. There's no reason to give anything else up. Listen, you got to box out. Let's go.
Piscataway scored 16 points in the entire first half. They've scored 16 points already in this half to cut the lead to 4. Bears offense only 10 points in this half so far.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt Piscataway certainly has the momentum right now.
Wallach is going to get called holding Jason Henning, and for Brian Wallach, that is 5. He is fouled out of the game.
And the Chiefs coaching staff here has a little decision to make. Going to take their 30 seconds to sub their player in.
Jason Henning will be at the line, and this is, again, 1-and-1 free throw shooting contest. As Coach Jensen said, if this is a free throw shooting contest, Piscataway loses.
And I think, the Bears were extremely successful, as we saw in the first half from the line. But they definitely need to concentrate on that and keep it up if they want to, win this game down the wire.
9th team foul, so this is a 1-and-1 shooting situation. Jason Henning puts the first up, and good. He'll get another. 5:53 left to go in the 4th quarter. Second is also good. 9 points for Jason Henning. White bringing it up.
And as you said, the Bears are really going to have to get some stops on D here.
White tees up a 3, airballs it. And without Benjamin and Griggs in the game, the inside game for Piscataway just seems to fade away. Back to the man-to-man defense. Surprisingly that they're going to go man-to-man. Eckert to Matt Gassis. Gassis spins around, foul line, stops, pops, does not get the roll. Ball tapped out to Lumar, and Piscataway brings it across. White. Looks like he's got the will and the hot hand here. James White, 9 points. Eckert against Benjamin. Blocked. Matt Gassis with the rebound. Puts up a shot awkwardly as he was falling down. No good. White to Bennett. 38-34. Foul underneath. Matt Gassis.
No, this ref is making a lot of calls off the ball, and I just think, I understand you have to try and keep the game under control. You don't want it to be too physical, but at the same time, you also don't want to start making calls that you haven't called all game in the fourth quarter.
Well, that combination of Eric Eckhart for the Bears and Tristan Benjamin, they're banging away in their big bodies in there. First foul shot, no good. It was a 1-on-1 situation. Rebound, John McLaughlin. Grossman. Matt Gassis. Henning. Thinks about a three. Grossman. Try to work it in. Inside the paint to McLaughlin, who's 1 foot inside the three. No good.
Gassis is going to get called for a little over the back there.
Fouls starting to accumulate. Bears with 3 fouls. Matt Gassis has 3. Mike Mello has 3. Jason Henning has 3. Eric Eckhart has 3. And Golszewski's going to check in for Matt Gassis. Gassis leaves the game with 10 points, but 3 personal fouls. White makes the first. Coach Jensen talked about in the timeout, this is a 2-possession game. 2 misses by the Bears, 2 makes by Piscataway, and it's a whole new ball game. And that 12-point lead is down now to 2.
Coach Henning calling a timeout there. Wanted to talk this over with his team.
Important for the Bears to get some offense on track here. They've only scored 12 points so far in this second half. Let's listen in on Coach Henning.
Okay, if he's going to hit fadeaways like that, we'll have to live with it, okay? Johnny, it's more to get you guys some legs here, all right? So get some water in you. Let's run a 5 off the sideline inbounds, okay? Now, the 1 guard look was real good to us, okay? Don't go away from that when we go to motion, all right? Some good reads. You shouldn't always come over the top on the read. You got to cut below it once in a while, so we can take that option, okay? Fake out and run hard for the baseline. All right, running the 5 on the sideline out of bounds, so be patient in it. Make sure you come real hard, okay? All right, the rakes to the post, they got to be early, right? If they throw it in there, just sprint down there, make sure you're seeing both guys, okay? What do we got, 3 left?
Yeah.
Got 3 timeouts left if you need them.
4:18 left to go, fourth quarter. Bears up only by 2. These 2 teams are tied in the red division right now, 8-5 records in the division, tied for 3rd. Seeding all important as the GMC playoff seeds will be announced tomorrow. Henning brings the ball up against Bennett.
Jason Henning looking for somewhere to go with the ball, finds an outlet.
Almost a 5-second call there. Golszewski. Henning thinks about a 3. McLaughlin drives baseline. Nice strong move, John McLaughlin, to guard the ball.
Great move. He kept his body under control, and great finish there by John McLaughlin. Big score for the Bears now. Got to get some stops.
Looked to bounce it inside, but Lumar spun off. White to Bennett. Bennett drives baseline, knocks over Grossman. No call. Lumar puts up a left-hander. No good. Ball knocked around, but picked up by White. Bennett lines up a 3. Short. Lumar with the rebound. 3rd opportunity, gets the basket and the foul.
Just cannot give up 3 offensive rebounds in a row. You know, this team eventually is going to score if you give them enough opportunities.
Benjamin out, Griggs in. Griggs again, 4 fouls. Sweki Lumar, first basket of the day. He's been very active trying to get that post position. No good. Eckert with the rebound. 2-point game still. Grossman picked it up, but a little too close to the end line. Has to find a safety valve. Henning drives, looks for an outlet. Golszewski. Round of Grossman. Just under 3 minutes left to go. Eckert to Grossman. McLaughlin. No look.
Golszewski wide open on the weak side there. Piscataway was gambling and doubling, and Bears kept putting the ball on the floor too early. Weren't able to see the open man out of the trap. But right there, worked out that McLaughlin was able to find Golszewski.
Inside. Sweki Lumar, no good. Foul, though, inside is going to be on Grossman. Grossman's a credulous look there. He didn't know why he got called there.
It's a tough call. I mean, to me, it looked like number 4 on Piscataway, Thomas Bennett, was caught underneath the basket.
Both teams now are going to be shooting 2 shots from here on out. First one by Bennett is good. Second is also good. 4 points for Thomas Bennett.
Piscataway picking up with some full court pressure here.
McLaughlin, Grossman. Grossman trying to drive in. That is going to be a blocking, or that's going to be an over-the-top foul on McLaughlin.
I think that was another case where Piscataway was caught underneath the basket, and that's not really an over the back.
Omar Smith at the line with the chance to tie the game. Makes the first.
And we have slowly seen that lead for the Bears just dwindle away now to just 1 point.
And makes second, tie score.
Now we got a 2-minute game here. Both teams scored even up.
The Bears seem to be pressing on offense.
Way too much dribbling here.
Bennett steals, drives, dishes to Omar Smith. Blocked by McLaughlin. Inside, ball is on the ground. We have a jump ball. Possession will go to the Bears. McLaughlin came back and saved the day. That block. Minute 45 left to go, tie score.
I think right here the Bears really need to get the ball in Jason Henning's hands. Looks like the Chiefs are in man-to-man. Clear out, let him get the ball up the court and just get in the offense. Fortunately, he hasn't really been able to get open.
Brings it up across half court to Grossman. Bears need a good shot. And Henning's gonna launch a 3. Battle around the rebound. McLaughlin with the steal. Lays it in.
Golszewski able to get a little tap on that ball right to John McLaughlin, who was able to finish that. It's a huge play there for the Bears, giving them a 2-point lead again.
Inside to Smith, back out to White. White from the foul line. Strong off the rim. 2 Piscataway Chiefs collide, and the ball's in the hands of Eric Eckart, but J.D. Griggs hurt on the play.
A little less than 1 minute left here in this fourth quarter. The Bears with their 2-point lead and the ball. Definitely need to take care of this possession, get a good shot. Really, they need to take some time off the clock.
Well, they're going to take some time out right now, 30-second timeout. But let's listen in on Coach Guy Jensen and how he's going to defense here.
If you hear me call X when we need it, you know it's when we're going to foul, okay? But we got plenty of time. This is a one-possession game. All right, take a deep breath, compose yourself. You fought all the way back. There's no reason to rush and get yourselves all out of whack, okay? Offensively, we definitely need some rotation, all right? We need some movement inside. So initially, you're not going to seal your man. All right, initially, you're going to screen across right away. Immediately screen across right away. All right? Hey, if we could dribble penetrate, get to the hole, get to the hole. All right? Hey, on 13, they're switching on everything. They know you're going through. Don't go through. Come back.
Come on, yo.
Okay? Don't go through on 13. Come back. First trip. Let's go.
Bears will inbound it on the side in the backcourt with 57 seconds left to go. Up 2.
Definitely need to get the ball inbounds here. I would look for Jason Henning as much as possible.
Henning against Bennett. Dribble. Looking down court. Looking for help. Grossman. White comes right out on top of him and steals it. And Grossman's going to get called for the foul.
It's 2 shots no matter what here. Both ways. Just need to be tougher with the ball right there.
James White at the line. Shooting 2. Hits the first. Griggs will check in. Benjamin checks out. All important free throw here.
Got about 43 seconds left on this clock. Now we've got a tie game.
Bears got to get it up across half court. Henning looking, studying set. And a foul. This one's going to go on J.D. Griggs.
I think it was fighting through a screen.
Grossman took the brunt of it. And Griggs has fouled out. And Benjamin will come back in. Steve Grossman will be at the line. He will be shooting 2.
Big shots here for the Bears. Got a tie game, about 32 seconds left on the clock. Steve Grossman keeping his composure, putting it in.
Bears living at the line tonight. Second, no good. John McLaughlin with the rebound. And a reach-in foul. McLaughlin smart to take that ball and put it on the ground, or to dribble it so that it wouldn't be tied up. Possession arrow would go Piscataway's way. White picks up his 4th personal foul. McLaughlin will go to the line shooting 2. And a full timeout here called by Piscataway, but we're going to listen in on Coach Bo Henning and the Bears huddle.
On 25? Yeah. Why is he? No, he's not the shooter. It's 15. Yeah, no, it's 15. Sit down. Sit down.
Guys, remember, if we get tied up, it's their possession. If you get in trouble. We got 2 more left. 2 more timeouts, guys. If you get in trouble, call.
Trust open hand if we get up 3.
No. It's too easy to get. If we go up 3, I think we should go fist.
It's too easy to get a 3. If we're up 3,
we should go fist.
Let's just stay fist. Right?
Yeah. If we go up 3, stay 21 now unless we go up 3.
Well, fist is, what are you saying, 22?
No, yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, no, we're going to stay 21.
If we go up 3.
All right. Hey, defense now is we're staying in that, we got to get to that rake of the post quickly, right? We can't give a second shot up. They'll come over our back. No one-handed tips. Still 2 timeouts?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nobody sneaks out. We got to make sure we board it, okay? Let's get a good defensive stop out of it.
Stupid over the back.
Definitely big foul shots here for John McLaughlin, and then just like you heard Coach talking about, Bears need to get a stop, need to finish the play off with a good block out, and then the rebounds.
Coach Henning had mentioned, why no number 15? Why no Tashawn Jackson? Jackson seemed to have come into that first half and spark, and he was more of a shooter, looking for that shot. I guess here you can look for White and Omar Smith if they're outside. But John McLaughlin right now taking care of business for the Bears on the line, shooting 2. First is good. Second, no good. 14 points for McLaughlin, but that miss puts us on 2s. 46-44 inside. Benjamin kicks it back out to White. Gets past Henning. Stops. No good. Rebound, Golszewski. Tries to dribble out. Draws the foul.
Huge rebound there for the Bears. Get the missed shot. Can't give up the offensive rebound. And Golszewski did a good job of being tough with the ball, chinning it, keeping it away from the defense, and drawing that foul.
And go to the line shooting 2 with a chance to turn this into a 2-possession game with only 14 seconds left to go. Ooh, strong off the rim, no good.
Bears struggling from the line late here in the game.
Makes 47-44. Golszewski makes the second foul. Timeout again. And this one, we'll listen in on how Coach Guy Jensen is going to scheme up his offensive set. Down 3 with 14 seconds left to go.
Who you want to shoot it? I want James shooting it. James is shooting it. Okay? We're going with you. Huh? No, we're going 11. We're going 11 to you. Okay? Hey, what? Yeah, you bring. Take the ball out of bounds. Thomas is bringing the ball up the floor. Okay? You guys got to sprint down the floor, set 2 good screens all the way through. Okay? Screen here and a screen here all the way through, or from this side all the way through. Okay? We're running regular press breaker in case they press. Okay? If we make it. If we make it and listen, if it's a layup, take the layup, okay? If it's not, you chuck up the 3. If not, hey, listen, if we get it, we don't have to foul. We straight out, play straight out, okay? No fouls going back the other way. Let's go.
So we know James White's going to be the trigger, number 11. You're going to look for him to launch a 3, if not take the easy 2 and then foul. Omar Smith will trigger the inbound. Bears going to show pressure.
Definitely just want to try to slow them down a little bit. Don't want to give up anything easy.
Smith.
Not able to get White the ball.
White's shot is strong. The rebound put up by Lumar is good. 1 second left to go.
Looks like the Chiefs here just ran out of time on the clock. Bears still need to get the ball in bounds, though.
Well, they have the advantage. They can throw it long, and just as long as it touches somebody. Let's listen to Coach Hennig.
This is something we know well. Something we know.
All right.
Hands down on screens, John. Hey, that's okay.
All right. Now,
Be careful.
Johnny, I want you to start. What side are we on? Jim, what side? No, what side? Okay. All right. Johnny, you're going to run this way. Okay? You're going to run this way. Jay, you're going to start opposite, right? We're going to put Matt, jamming, and going. Okay?
Same thing.
Eric?
Yep.
And Ski, right? Eric and Ski. So, as he starts to run, Eric will join Ski. Jay, delay for a count, then come off hard. Ski is second, okay? Ski is second. We have a timeout if you don't see anybody, okay? All right, we got a timeout if we don't see anybody.
Just stand there, Ski. If he doesn't rub him off, do not.
Well, the 2 mistakes that you got to worry about. 1, getting the 5-second count for not getting it in, and second is throwing it long and not hitting anybody, and the ball going out of bounds, because that would put Piscataway with possession underneath the basket there, where McLaughlin is currently going to trigger the inbounds.
Certainly, they're just trying to get the ball in bounds here, not really looking for anything long.
And that's the ball game. Final score, Bears 47, Piscataway 46. Bears hanging on to move ahead of Piscataway in the standings and ahead in the seeding for the GMC playoffs. Well, this was a foul shooting contest, and again, if the Bears aren't making those foul shots, Megan, this is not even a close game because the Bears offense wasn't generating anything else from the field.
Yeah, I mean, I think that definitely in the first half, you know, obviously they lived by the line. They had Piscataway in a lot of foul trouble. They were in the 1-on-1 early, and they were awesome from the line in the first half. I think a little bit towards the second half, we saw a little bit more struggling from the line and just, you know, a little bit of offensive inconsistency. They weren't able to score as easily or get into their offense and look comfortable on the offensive end.
And the early Piscataway foul trouble perhaps hurting their rotations at the end, getting the right personnel in as they could. I'd like to thank the EBTV technical crew for coming by and doing a wonderful job setting us up. Thanks again to Coach Guy Jensen also for allowing us to listen in on his conversations, and Coach Henning as well. For Megan O'Neill, I'm Ken Saroka. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.